Confluence is a social enterprise with the goal of achieving positive social outcomes for Whanganui. It's also one of the city's hidden gems.
Confluence has three key values, so community, collaboration and critical thinking. And the space we're in at the moment, we have a co-working space, we run a cinema on Thursday and Friday nights for documentaries and mostly art house or independent films. And we also have people coming in and doing workshops every now and then as well.
The building also houses their business Double Fale Film Productions. The husband and wife team are passionate about documenting local stories.
I want to share the stories that I see all around me in New Zealand. So that's, as soon as I got here, there's stories everywhere. That's what I came here for, the stories. It's a culture of stories, here.
Their most recent full-length documentary, Set in Stone, is available online, and they're currently making a documentary about the Hikutia steamship moored in Wellington City.
As much as it would be great to bring everybody here and put them in the Bakatori when the monument's going back up, or down on the crane ship in Wellington or in the gallery, whatever, you can't do that. So the sort of next best thing, in a way, is to create some meaningful story to pictures and sound, and basically put that together that way. So that's kind of what I do.
The Confluence Movie Theatre is fully licensed to play mainstream films you'd expect to see at any cinema, and they've found their niche, playing their own films as well.
When we started screening the films, it was because people were talking to us about documentary films in particular, and talking about lots of documentaries that they wanted to see, but they couldn't access them in Whanganui. So we thought, well, we can do something about that. So we did.
The couple, who specialise in education and documentary films, have a wealth of knowledge and are happy to share it both in person and via their films.
There's quite a lot of evidence about how people learn from film. The thing about well-made films is that they tend to encourage you to be engrossed in the story. And actually what we know about human beings is that they relate really well to stories. That's how we've learned from millennia ago. So if you encompass people in a story process, then they're likely to learn something much more easily and get really engaged in the process.
They want to help other filmmakers navigate the process of bringing their films to the big screen, and have learned a lot setting up the movie theatre.
That was a long and very involved process of basically ringing up distributors and saying what do we need to do. And it's not a very simple process in New Zealand, actually. There's lots of kind of ins and outs with licenses, and then you have to figure out the fees, and then you have to figure out, do you have the right format? Can you play the format? Are you going to have enough people turning up so that you can cover the license fee? All that kind of stuff. But basically, it was mostly Kevin just ringing people up and saying, how do we do this?
It's the community focus that makes Confluence a social enterprise, the business model not well known 6 years ago when they began, but gaining increasing mainstream recognition in New Zealand today.
A social enterprise is a really broad definition, and it's really about any business that is doing something that's of benefit to people or the environment or the community, as well as being a good business. So there are some good business practices around how you run your finances, but the outcome is not solely we're going to give our shareholders lots of money.
The name Confluence is particularly fitting and sums up the service they provide.
It's a great one. It's about the confluence of the rivers. The idea is that people come and flow together for a period of time, and then they might leave and they might come back around.
For a movie program, you can call into Confluence opposite the Davis Theatre or go online. Georgie Ormond, Local Focus.